Shalom, my people. Shalom. Shalom. Hey, this gonna be a brief message. I just couldn't hold it in today. It's too much going on. It's too much of everything going on. We just blind to the fact that it's going on, and we still trying to get along to get along. We got to break chain. We got to break the chain and start doing for ourselves. But first, let me start. The name of this message is called "A Piece of Cake." Catch a hold of that now. A piece of cake. I want you to go to. I'm just going to use three scriptures. Well, three. One, two, four, maybe six scriptures to get this message across, and it ain't gonna take much. I want you to go to Deuteronomy 1:1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel on this side of the Jordan in the wilderness. Who went in the wilderness? Ask yourself, who went in the wilderness? The Hebrew Israelites. The Hebrew Israelites, which is the so-called Negro, so-called Mexican, and the so-called Native American Indian. When you look in the Bible, you will not see Cherokee, Seminole, you will not see Mexican, you will not see Puerto Rico, and you will not see black, African American in the Bible. You will not even see African in the Bible. You will not even see so-called white in the Bible. You will not even see so-called Chinese, so-called Japanese in the Bible. All of them are a nation in the Bible with a name that still exists today. The churches will not tell you what I'm telling you. That's why when you read the Bible, you don't see none of these nations that you see walking around here today, because according to them, they don't exist. And so my question to you is, who are these people that's walking around here then? Who are these people that's walking around here? I know who they are. I know the so-called white man is Esau in the Bible. So when you see Esau, you see Edom, that is them. That's their nationality in the Bible. When you see Judah, when you see Israel, that is us. The so-called Negroes and the so-called Native American Indians and the so-called Mexicans. Them are us. We have names. When you see the tribe of Judah, that is the so-called Negro. When you see the tribe of Benjamin, that is West India, which is Trinidad. When you see the tribe of Levi, that is Haiti. When you see the tribe of Simeon, that is Dominican Republic. When you see the tribe of Zebulon, that is Guatemala and Panama. When you see Ephraim, that is Puerto Rico. When you see Manasseh, that's Cuban. When you see Gad, that's the North American Indian. When you see Reuben, that is the Seminole Indian. When you see Naphtali, that is Argentina and Chile. When you see Ashler, that is Colombia. When you see Issachar, that is Mexican. When you see Ammonites, that is the so-called Japanese. When you see Moabite, that is the Chinese. When you see Hittites, them African. When you see Tyre, them are Africans. When you see Ethiopians, them are Africans. When you see Canaanites, them are Africans. These are names in the Bible that exist today, and these people walk around here today. But they will never teach you in the Bible who they are. So when you read, you don't know who they're talking to. They walk around here today. The Bible speaking about them. Okay, Deuteronomy says to these be the word which Moses spoke unto all Israel. We are the 12 tribes of Israel. We are the one that came out of Egypt, which the so-called Ethiopians were the Egyptians, which had us in slavery. And then Moses came, which is Moses. Moses came. The Lord gave him the power to bring us out. And we traveled out of Israel, out of Egypt, went into Mount Sinai. And when Moses went up to the mountain, God gave him the tablets. We came back and niggas were pardoned. The Mexican was so-called Mexican was pardoned. So-called Puerto Rican was pardoned. So-called Indians were pardoned. And y'all know he threw the tablet down and burned them up. They had to make golden calf, worshiping other gods. So what we are doing today is the same thing that Moses, and God got mad at Moses and told Moses, he is mad that he made us. He had to repent to himself for the thing that he wanted to do. Right now we're doing the same exact thing. Okay, go to Matthew 15:24. Matthew 15:24. But I want to start at Matthew 22. 15:22. And behold, a woman of Canaan, a woman of Africa, came out of the same coast and cried unto him, saying, have mercy on me, O Lord, thou son of David. My daughter is grievously vexed with the devil. But he answered her not. God, Jesus, Yahushua, answered her not. And his disciples came and besought him, saying, send her away. She cried after us, because the Most High came back for only the children of Israel. So send her away. She's an African. Send her away. But he answered her not. And the disciples came and besought him, saying, send her away, for she cried after us. But he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. God only coming back for the 12 tribes of Israel. When you go and read 21:19, I think that's within Revelation. It's going to be 12 gates. At the 12 gates, you got the 12 tribes. And they're going to have cherubims. Cherubims are angels that spins around in a complete circle. The same one that was God in the Garden of Eden. With a sword. If your name is not on that list, the one of the 12 tribes, you will not get in. You heard of that number 144,000. 144,000 are 12,000 per tribe. They're going to be like disciples. They're going to be giving us the word. That's going to be 12 tribes per tribe. 12,000 per tribe. That's that number 144,000. So there's no other name on there but the 12 tribes of Israel. You have to do your study, people. You got to stop being so docile and study the Bible for yourself. Why in the world would you go to church and let another man tell you about the Bible and you don't read it for yourself and you just giving him all your money? He ride around in laybacks. He got Porsche. He worth for $160 million. What in the world is a preacher doing worth $160 million? Ride around in jets, got back brass and gold staircases, got a Rolex watch on, got $5,000 suits. His kids living like they are royalty, but you are starving. You are starving. You at the bus stop. You don't have no bus. You don't have no pass to get on the bus. You got to go to clinics. You got to get welfare card, welfare food. You got to get everything welfare. But you go to church and give that man your money every Sunday. And leave out of the church not knowing who you are. You just as lost as you are when you went in. But guess what? I don't blame him. I blame you for not studying your Bible and reading. Now go to Deuteronomy 7:6. For thou art a holy people. Thou art a separate people. Remember now, he's talking to you. You are the people that came out of Egypt. Thou art a holy people. You are a separate people unto the Lord thy God. You are a holy, separate people unto the Lord. God is racist. God is a racist God when it comes to us. He separated you. And I'm going to prove to you that he separated you. And guess what he said? Has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself. God chose me, you, to be a special people unto himself. God said, hey, come here. You belong to me. You special to me. But you have to listen to the law, statute, and commandments. And they not teaching you that. That's why we're in the condition that we are in. Above all people that are upon the face of the earth. God said you are above all people upon the face of the earth. Let me get to what I was saying when I was telling you about a piece of cake. What they would do was, during slavery, when they would have guests over, they would get the niggas out and make them dance. Make him dance to please the other slave owners. And what they would do is, after you are done, they give you a piece of white cake. That's why we go around saying it's a piece of cake. Because you get a white piece of cake for being a dummy or being a clown in front of them. Right now today, they give you a gold medal. Right now today, they give you a Super Bowl ring. Right now today, they give you $12 million. Right now today, they do what they were doing during slavery, but they give you money for it now. And they expect you to act the way they tell you to act. If you do not, they will take your money away from you. This is what I just got through watching on Channel 12 looking at the Olympics. It was a white woman got out of swimming for 2 years. 2 years she stopped swimming. So she came back and she won the silver. They interviewing this woman and she telling them what went on, reason why she got out of it. Basically, she had a mental disturbance. She was going through some problems. But guess what they did? They humanized this white woman, asked her about her daddy, said she lost her daddy, her family was behind her, made her look like she was just something that was wrong with her. This is what they do to them. They had the white women that was wearing bikini, and they chose to put on shorts and they protest. Nothing was said about them protesting. They humanize they protest. But when we protest, they demonize our protest. Because guess what? We don't belong here. We dancing for a piece of cake. We are slaves still. Right now today, you still a slave. I don't care what you do. When you at work, you can train them. They bring their family members in there and you train them what you know. And then guess what? They get promoted. You still in the same spot. The same thing when we was inventing stuff. They took the pattern and they invented it for themselves. You were the slave so you could invent. Hey, ask Tiger Woods. When they get tired of you, they will get rid of you. Ask Tiger Woods what happened to him. Ask Mike Tyson what happened to him. Ask Michael Jackson what happened to him. All these celebrities are falling if they do not do as the so-called white man do. With the whole movie industry, all the football industry, all the sports industry is owned by the so-called Jews. They are not the real Jew. You are the real Jew. They owned by the so-called Jews. Everything, the banks, the stores. So you must go to them for everything. So if you get out of line, they will check you, put your butt back in line. A rapper is the only nation in the world that I know that get Grammys, get awards for calling their women bitches, hoes, and sluts, and dogs, and bitches. And they are the only nationality of people that the women agree with what they saying. The women agree to what they are saying because guess what they are doing? They are playing their music. Matter of fact, they even got women rappers calling their own self bitches and hoes and sluts. So that tells you as a people what you are. No other nation degrade their women and get awards for it. We'll degrade each other. Guess what? I'm going to tell you something. These Negroes who you see, the rappers, T.I., all the rappers that come up and taking up for these gay people, they have more rights than you. So I can't speak on them, but they can, and I get criticized for calling them just as it is. You got a man up there doing videos in prison naked. Lil Nas X. And y'all think that's fine. They got to pull it up on YouTube. San Francisco Gay Choir singing a song saying, I'm coming to get your kid. It's on YouTube right now today. Look it up, called the Gay Choir of San Francisco. You know in your right of heart, this is wrong, this is an abomination. So if they get the so-called Negroes to be gay, they help wipe out the doggone human black race. Thank God, thank the Most High, thank Yahweh Shai that your dad and your mama was not gay people because you wouldn't exist. Your grandkids wouldn't exist. Your children wouldn't exist. But you go on and take this stuff. Guess why you say it's okay? Because they in your churches, they in your choir, they in your they directors. Guess what? And they direct everything about you. So guess what? You refuse to say anything, get it, because you don't want to rock the boat. God said, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil. You will be, woe means destruction. Destruction is coming to you for agreeing with this mess. You know this is absolute Charlemagne the God. And see, look here. Y'all look at them stars like they your God. They are your God. You worshiping them. You worshiping them as your God. And you know this is absolutely wrong. Charlemagne the God, envy. And guess what? What's the girl name on there? Angelique. She's not even black, man. She got a damn Chinese daddy. She's a Chinese. She not in your best interest. I don't care how like she look, but her dad, you are who your father is. God didn't call them nation for you. Them nations had you in slavery. And they still got you in slavery. We are dancing for a piece of cake. Now they humanize this woman because for her being mentally stressed out over her father passing, all this other stuff they was claiming, they sitting up there with the light on them, spotted, humanizing this lady. But y'all demonize Simone Biles, y'all demonize her. This woman that won every trophy y'all get. Guess what? She's so doggone good, y'all won't even grade her on the stuff that she do because y'all say that it's an advantage because nobody else can do it. God just said you are the greatest people upon the face of the earth, and you are. They cannot beat you. Guess what? They had a South African woman. I was looking for a black woman. It was a white woman. Just because you were born in a place don't mean that's your nationality. So if I'm born on the airplane, my name JetBlue, I'm a national of JetBlue. Just because I'm born in the United States of America, that don't make my nationality. They let you know that because they call you a nigger, then they call you a coon, then they call you an African American, then they call you an Afro American, they call you after an Afro. So they know where you are. They know who you are, but you don't know who you are. You still are blind people. We are the most docile nation of people I ever seen. It's a shame the way we act. The shame way we sell our soul for this. Will Smith, Jay-Z, got this program started up. But guess what? You will hardly never see none of that program. The program is to get you to be able to afford to get your house. Why are you going through the Jews, so-called Jews? Why don't you just go in the neighborhood? I'm just using this per se. Why Jay-Z won't come? Okay, just say me. I'm worth $1 billion. Why would I go to a Jew and tell him this is what I want to do and let him run the organization for my people to come through and get money? Why don't I just go to Hilltop? Why I just won't go to Moncrief? Why I just won't go to Parksboro and start my own program? And I got $1 billion. I don't need no help. I got $1 billion. I don't need. Hey, check this out. I want you to show me the initiative that you're gonna do something. I want you to show me that I'm gonna pay for your schooling. I'm gonna pay for you to learn how to read and write. And guess what? I'm gonna build your house. I got the money to build your house, and guess what I do? I can build 400-500 houses and file on my taxes and make more money. That's what I don't need them to come in there. You notice something? I don't give a damn what they do. They would never just outright build something for the black people. They cannot. The Jews will let them not. That's why you got Oprah. This lady lived in Chicago. We're doing all that killing and murder. Why ain't she went back there and got a women's school? Guess what she did? She went to Africa because they are not allowed to. They are not allowed to come here and build something straight for Negro, Mexican, Native American Indian. They got to send that money to the Jews first. Then the Jews pick you out what you going to give. That's how the system works. They ain't going to turn their money loose because they got money. God said, hey, they are wicked people that are among you. That means among us. That is not doing us no service. Charlemagne, the God is one of the biggest ones because they don't want to turn that money loose. Then you know that's wrong. They got more right. You can't say nothing. They scared. He's scared he'll get kicked off that show if he say something about them damn women, about them boys. They changing they adopting your kid and changing them. They got you dancing for a piece of cake. And when they get tired of you, they will get rid of you. They will demonize you and throw you out the shit to defend for yourself. Basketball, football, baseball, we dominate every sport there is. If they let us get in it, we dominate them. And once we get in there, you cannot do nothing unless they tell you to do it. They will kick you out, find your way to get you out if they don't want you. They figure you don't want enough. off with your head. That's why them rappers are doing what they do. Why? You don't hear none of the rock and roll talking about their women. You don't hear none of the jazz singing talking about their women. You don't see none of the white folk. No white folk. You don't see a radio. You don't see them talking about their women. We are. We are the only nationality of people that degrade our women and get an award for degrading. They making millions of dollars off of talking about killing their own people and degrading our women. They getting paid to degrade you and get paid to sing songs about the man getting killed, shot, and robbed. They paying them to do this now. They don't have to beat them no more. They don't have to put the whip on to them. Why they won't produce a song? What about the old stylistics? What about shit? People who my age stay in Jacksonville went to Skate City. They ain't saying no song about murder and killing nobody. We had happy days. Now all they want to do is kill each other. Because, I'm going to tell you something. I listen to 93.3, 106.1 when I'm out there cutting grass. I got a side business when I'm cutting grass. That music hyped me up. The beat. I rarely listen to the lyrics. So one day somebody said, you need to listen to the lyrics. Because I'm just a beat guy. I just like the beats. I listen to the lyrics. All they do is demigrate. I got so tired, I started listening to country. I said, ain't nothing else on the radio. They play the same song over and over. You know what that is? That is what God called witchcraft. They mess with your psyche. So if I hear this song, if you listen to the radio for an hour, they're gonna play these same 3 songs in that same hour. They're gonna play The Baby. They're gonna play that song by what's the boy name is? He's a DJ. DJ Kelly, Lil Baby. Just the song they talking about killing us, shooting us and robbing us, calling our women bitches and hoes. That is witchcraft. That is, if you continue to seeing that and hearing that hit, they mess with your mind. You dancing for a piece of cake for them. All of them doggone in. Check this out. Jamie Foxx had to be a woman. Will Smith had to be a woman. Dressed up. He was in one of his first movies. He was in bed with a white guy. If y'all ever seen his first movie that he ever made, he was in bed with a white man. And you got Martin Lawrence dressed up like a woman. You got the Wayans brothers had to dress up like women. You got all them stars, Eddie Murphy. All of them had to be women in order for them to make it. Ben Ring. They had to do something to degrade themselves because the Bible said they should not wear clothes that are made for women. So they know the Bible, so what they do? They make you sell your soldier because now you're going against your God for you can be rich and famous. Now don't you see these niggas on Facebook and TikTok, guess what they doing? They acting like they dressing, they think they gonna get big, they think they gonna get famous on TikTok. So they dressing, and the women feminine. Act like, I see one guy said, act like how a woman would act if she was late. He come out, I ain't doing that, and then go in the room and come back, he dressed up like a woman. Now you got a rapper and sleeping with a bonnet on his head. So they making our women be feminine. Now you got this other rapper I seen, he got long pink dread with fingernails. So the rappers ain't even hard no more. They feminine now. They trying to, it's a plan. It is a natural born plan to get rid of the black man any way they can. If they can't kill us enough, they're going to poison you, they're going to give you diseases, everything. Now check this out. Where are these pastors at when all the killing going on? When they're killing us and killing our women and they're grading us and got poor school, where are they? But all of a sudden, check this out. They up now, telling you to get this shot. Because, like I told one of my friends, I'm going to help you to this. I work for the city. This is what they're finna do. The government gave the city so much money. And they got to get rid of it. So the city going to give us almost $5,000. $2,500 this year and $1,700 the next year. They got to get rid of that money because it got to be gone by a certain time because the government gave it to them for this coronavirus. Remember the city shut down and we had to sit home? Well, I'm going to tell you what they do. They give the church so much money. They paying the church. They paying the church to get you to come get these shots. Why do you think all these churches want us all of a sudden tell you to come get this shot? The flu killing more people than this shot, than this disease they got out now. But now they get money back. So I see all these big time preachers lining up. Got these Negroes coming to church, got buses coming to get you because they getting grant money. They get money to get you in to get these shots. This is Tuskegee experiment all over. Why they ain't telling you the walk, exercise, quit eating crab, quit eating pork, quit eating shrimp, quit eating starch, quit eating white meat, and tell yourself to get on your diet for you can be healthy. I caught it. I had the virus. Guess what I did? I got up every morning and walked 4 to 3-point-something miles a day for 14 days. Ate the right food. Got ginger. I got a cabinet full of vitamins instead of a cabinet full of medicine. I'll be 56 in 5 or 6 months. I'm retiring in December. And I am in better shape than I was when I was 30. Because guess what? I learned from the Bible what I can eat and can't eat. I take care of my body. I listen to my body. I drink water. I try my damn to do right by my body, by myself. I love me. You should love you. So why the hell you eating these crabs and wonder why your foot swelling up? Wonder why you got the gout? Wonder why you got high cholesterol? Wonder why you can't lose no weight and you walking 1,000 miles a week? Because then when you get done, you go right back and eat the same kind of food. You big dummy. Guess take that. I don't know what our people going through, but right now I know we just a bunch of disobedient people. God said we are stiff-necked. None of them churches. You go to the church, they have a cookout, they got pork, they got ribs on the grill. They killing you, the church killing you. You go in the church now, everybody in them electrical wheelchair because guess what? They can't walk. The church supposed to be a place where they teach you how to eat your food. You can't walk. The church is full of sick people because guess what? The church not teaching you. You dying because the church killing you. Because you won't read your Bible and see where it told you you can't eat no pork. Pork give you worms. Pork give you high blood pressure. Clog your arteries out. Now you got a heart attack. You eat it while you're young, catch up with you when you're 40, 50 years old. Now guess what? Now you got a cabinet full of medicine. Not a cabinet full of vitamins. Take care of yourself, people. That's all I tell you. Read the Bible and study. And guess what? Quit dancing for the cake. Quit dancing for a piece of cake. I tell you what, guess what we can do? If I had the money and the know-how, why can't we get our own Olympics? We got billionaires walking around here. We got black billionaires. Why can't we have our own? But guess what? Can't nobody beat us. We got to run. They can beat us against us. Because nobody can beat us. They ain't going to give you a fair shot. They knew that girl Chicago was going to win everything. Hey, them people been using that medical marijuana training all since it came out. And then well, guess what? They didn't want that brass mouth girl to go up there and talk. That's what they say. That's what they say about us. And guess what? If you don't obey them, now here you go. I can't think of that girl's name, man. She's I just seen a picture of her. She got like a low haircut. She in the Olympics. And she had on her shirt, I'm an activist athlete. That's a slap in the face for them. Now she turned around and protested against that flag. Who want to rush at that flag? I don't care if you was in the military. You went in the military and fought for them, for other countries. You came back, you still a nigga. You in Vietnam, you went over there, they put you on heroin, got you all jacked up. You come in and don't help me, you still a nigga. You went over there, guess what? Hey people, when we was over there in World War I fighting the Germans, guess what happened? Guess what happened? If they caught German soldiers, they take the nigga out of the doggone truck, make him walk, put the German soldier in there, and when they go eat chow, the nigga sat in the back and the German soldier sat inside the place where it's warm at. And you talking about you fight for your country. Go in there, get your money, get your stuff that you need to do and bring your butt out and leave that alone. Get your money, come out, leave that. That flag don't mean nothing to you. That flag been killing you since you've been over here. That flag is made wrapped in your blood. That flag can talk, boy, it'll be something to heal the cow. But quit dancing for the cake, people. Quit dancing for the cake. You want a piece of cake? I'm going to give you another history lesson. Why you think nigga can whistle so good? Nigga can whistle and sing. Because guess what? When you were cooking for the master, they make you whistle so they can know you wasn't eating the food. You whistle, you got to whistle the whole time when you're bringing the food to them, so they can know you wasn't doing that, spitting on the food, doing something to it. You quit dancing for the cake. Shalom, my people. Shalom.